Well, Black Friday has come and gone, but you know what? Tomorrow's Cyber Monday. That's the day when a lot of folks are doing their shopping online. There are risks involved, of course, with any kind of shopping on the internet. Howard Schwartz with the Better Business Bureau. It's great to have you back. And just in time for this busy shopping season, it seems like more and more people are doing their shopping online, myself included. So what are some of the risks involved with this?
Well, I think we should look at what the prevalence is of online shopping, and according to the Nielsen Holiday Buying Survey, it's significant. We had last year 36% of people said that they would let their fingers do the walking. This year, it's expected to go up to 40% for the usual reasons: saving time, getting good deals, avoiding the crowds. But this year there's an interesting trend, and it's because of the popularity of smartphones and tablets, and that is people who normally would not have gone online to do their shopping are doing so now because they don't have to boot up the computer and they're more comfortable with it.
Does that mean there's more risk if you're using it, depending on the device you're using?
I think the risk is based on our behavior, not as much related to the kinds of devices. The things that get us into trouble is not checking out a seller's reputation, going to unfamiliar websites, clicking on links that we shouldn't be, going for deals that are unreasonably inexpensive, and not using secured form of payments. And unfortunately this year, we've been receiving a rash of complaints about a new series of scams, and they're related to so-called Overstock websites.
So what does that mean then? So the ones where they're offering a deep discount because of something that is overstocked, that there's too much supply and not enough demand?
Well, there are legitimate sites, the best of which is Overstock.com. But people are finding ads on places like Craigslist and other places with websites with look-alike names to Overstock, or the name Overstock might be in there. And what we're hearing is that people are paying for materials or goods, merchandise, are not getting it, or they're being asked for unsecured form of payment, such as Green Dot Money Pack, which is a preloaded debit card. It's a wonderful product, but people are being asked to, and they are giving away the serial numbers to those cards, so they're losing out big time.
Now, I'm wondering too, because a lot of people understandably and very admirably want to shop local, maybe small businesses, so maybe they don't want to be giving all their business to Overstock or Amazon or something like that. So do we have to be more careful about these smaller businesses that still have maybe legitimate websites, and how do we delineate between the two?
Well, there are a few things we should be looking for, but I guess to answer the question directly, if we're using a credit card, it's the safest way of dealing during the holidays for a variety of reasons. If we don't like something, we don't have to dispute it. And I think we should underscore the fact that when you're using a debit card, even though it has a credit card logo on it, it's still coming straight out of your checking account. So if there's a problem, you're going to have to fight for a month to get that back. We just don't have the same protection as we would with a credit card. At the local store, you still get that protection as well. But I think the problem online is if you're not careful, that's where you can get into trouble, even if you give a credit card number.
It reminds me of that old saying that possession is 9/10 of the law. If you've already given up your money, you're fighting to get it back as opposed to justifying not paying it.
That's right, and I think there's some degree of confusion over the difference between a debit/credit card and a credit card, and there's a significant difference.
Yeah, the debit card, you're essentially taking the money as if you were at an ATM and taking that cash just electronically and giving it to whoever you're buying from right then and there, whereas with a credit card, you're essentially taking a loan, then you pay at the end of the month.
That's correct. You'd be surprised how many people don't understand the difference between the two.
Now, Howard, talk about, too, if you would, there are certain security issues, and we have to finish up here in a moment, but certain security things that we can look at in a URL up at the top of the line when we're ordering.
That's correct.
What do we look for?
Normally we see HTTP and then www in the website. We should be looking for HTTPS, which stands for secure, and a little padlock. That tells you that the site is taking care to make sure your information is scrambled or encrypted. We should be careful when we're in the shopping mall using Wi-Fi on places that are not password protected. Check out your seller's reputation, only use a credit card, PayPal, those types of things, and be wary of viruses and emails supposedly coming from shipping companies. If you get an email telling you to click to enter your information, call the shipping company just to make sure.
All right. Err in favor of caution, it sounds like.
Absolutely.
In general, right? Am I missing anything?
I think that's about it.
All right. Howard, so good to see you again.
Same
Happy
here.
holidays, and really appreciate that. Now,